Let's go. Let's go. Another day. Consistency is the key to life. Turn the music down a little bit here. Let's go, guys. We got Joe in the chat. What's up, Joe? Consistency is the key to life. But also, I think what's more important than consistency is having a good time. Gotta be having a good time with whatever you're doing. And if you're not having a good time, find something new to do. Let's go. Dust, we return. Billy, you've become my favorite part of the day. Wow, that's a huge compliment. Thank you so much. My arms are getting pumped up from that intro workout. Actually feeling pretty good. Super cool to find like-minded person. You're a very serious person also, and don't like joking. Oh, you must have been in the stream yesterday when that one guy was messing around. We share a lot of common. That's awesome. You make sure to join the Discord, Dust We Return. Whenever I'm off stream, I go on there and check things out. People share what they're building. For anyone who doesn't know, you can go into there, just like, you know, share your project, have other people check it out. If you're wondering how to join that, just put !Discord in the chat. You'll get the link for the invite. You're starting to work out now, Curvy? Let's go. You want to make an app for the Play Store? Nice. Okay. So. Boom. Okay, so guys, it's Sunday. So I hope you guys are having a chill day. Sunday, I feel like, is meant for chilling, relaxing, you know, playing like, let's see. We need to play some like chiller vibes, you know what I'm saying? Get some chill vibes going on. Pause the music for a second as I chill down. Whew, the intro's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I want to have a chill day today. Yes, sir. You've been on Discord? Okay, cool. I'm glad. 4-day streak. Guys, we're locking in here. If you can't already tell, I got the music on peaceful mode. And I was just having it full hype mode a second ago. That's okay. So, here's the thing. This is hilarious because check this out. I was on this vibecoding Discord, or I mean Reddit, and look at this. It's hilarious. Claude watching me code after I hit the daily usage limits. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Because, like, think about how fast Claude is coding. It's insane how fast it codes. And, like, us humans trying to code, this is literally what we look like to Claude. It's so funny. It's so funny. I saw that today. I was cracking up. Okay, so I have a plan. I have a plan for my application. For anyone who doesn't know, I set up a plugin, a brand new plugin. So if you don't mind, let me just clear out everything, because this is all my work from yesterday. So let's just reset everything back to clear windows here. You know, clean interface. If you have a clean window, you have a clean mind. That's what I think. When you have my desktop folder, look at this. Desktop folder is cleared out. Downloads folder is cleared out. We got this peaceful music going. Meditation, relaxation. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Can you feel the vibes right now? It's maximum Sunday mode. And I'm just resetting everything so that we don't have any clutter in our lives. No more clutter. We want peace. We want we want clear skies, vast ocean, space, and empty terminal windows. You see what I'm saying? What do you guys think about that? Billy, just wanted the next time, make sure you drop an app for the Play Store. Yeah, I saw your thing, Golden. No worries. What's up, Jake? What do you like? What do you like and not like about Herder? Interesting question. What I like about it is I really like the fact this is the number one thing I like about it. Okay, I could type in hello, right, and now it gets the context. It creates the context of me saying hello. It's talking about Lonnie Day. Okay, cool. I started that conversation, but now I can quit out of it, you know. And so now I'm just in a normal terminal window here. And when I run Herder again, let me just go down because I don't know when's the last time I said that. But when I run Herder again, it still has my agents running in a session in the background, so it pulls up everything and doesn't lose anything. And then the other thing I really like about it is like you can create different workspaces. So for instance, like I could have 5 different sessions like this open with different setups. So I would say just being able to relaunch your agents and let them run in the background is probably the number one thing. And then also it's just a good view, because if I'm having like, it shows me like a little running task right here. So if I just like run something really quickly, like could you build and run this in the simulator for me? Thank you. Can you please run it with the start sim command that I have for the plugin I installed? And so it's cool because you see how Herder, it creates a little spinning wheel right here. So it says, okay, we got Lonnie Day, Claude. I'm in the Lonnie Day folder for my main project. We have a Claude agent running and it spins, and then it gives me a little green circle when it's finished, and then if I click on it, it'll turn to a check mark. So all these ones that are check marks are just saying like I read it, I viewed it, everything's completed. So it's kind of nice. Also it makes a little ding sound when an agent is finished working. So that's all because of Herder. Herder is probably the number one tool right now for coding in the terminal window with agents and sub-agents. What's up, Garu Moose? I don't know how to say your Garu Moose. Kiki, welcome back to the stream. I'm having a peaceful Sunday today, guys. So for anyone who's coming back, you all know that I like to keep my energy high, but today, you know, it's Sunday. I got some meditation, relaxation music. Oh my gosh. of course, right when I say that. But anyways, I was just sharing this video with this Claude code watching me code after I hit my daily usage limits. It's just a straight monkey trying to. It's so real too, because like the speed at which Claude can code is insanity. Bro, built and launched Lonnie Day in the simulator, so I'm gonna open up the actual app. I just feel so happy because my desktop is cleared out, all the crap in there, and my downloads folder is cleared out. Just feels super nice. You know that feeling when you just get everything cleared out and you just have like when I just hide all my stuff that's being shown right now and we just go to the background. You know what I mean? This is what it feels like in my mind. Peace all around me. Just peaceful energy. I think I end up creating better things when I'm operating in this way. I write better code. When I used to write code by hand, I would write better code when I felt like this. Very focused and calm. You bought a Tony X subscription today? What was that, XD? Definitely got a clean veggie shoe. Wait, what is that word? Feng shui? Feng shui. Feng shui. Let's go. Okay, so Feng shui. I get it now. I was like trying to figure out. I'm dyslexic. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm actually dyslexic. I was diagnosed dyslexic when I was in like the 2nd grade or 3rd grade. It took me a long time to learn how to read, actually. Okay, so I was gonna go into my folder system so I could open up my main project in Xcode, actually. Okay, main project, Xcode. Okay, so I want to update the menu sheet today because I thought of an idea, actually. I'm not sure why it opens up 2 terminal windows every time I launch the simulator, so let me just ask Claude that real quick. I just noticed that anytime I run the simulator with the new plugin I installed, I get 2 simulators open when it first launches, and then I usually X out the non-pro version, but there's an iPhone 17 Pro and an iPhone 17 simulator open. The 17 Pro is running the app. The iPhone 17 non-pro is not running the app. So I'm just curious, why exactly is that happening? Reason I'm asking this for anyone who doesn't know is because yesterday I created an iOS simulator plugin for Claude Code that specifically runs the simulator via command prompts. So I have created these command prompts to start the simulator and stop the simulator and have different agents being able to run simulators, because I have like a whole sub-agent workflow via my terminal window. And so this is just me trying to debug maybe an issue that's going on with my plugin that I created. Whoa, that's crazy. You're gonna be leaving Germany? I don't know. My location's fine. Let me just see what this says. Found it. It's simulator app. Own memory. Imagine vibe coding with your thoughts inside voice. That would be crazy classy. I'm glad to see you back in the stream too, by the way. That's what I think Neuralink is. Isn't that what Neuralink is? Neuralink. Code with your mind. They're helping people in wheelchairs and stuff right now, but everybody thinks they're going to be able to code with your mind with that. Found it simulator's own memory is not the script. What happens each time we run the simulator is restores whatever the device is last selected. So the number 1 window and the number 2 window is one script actually targets. Confirm both right now. Okay. 2 ways to fix it is to select the other device. Want me to make the durable fix in both repos? Well, here's the thing. I mainly want to fix the plugin I was coding yesterday, because the plugin is like the one source of truth for running simulators in this way. So any changes need to be updated in the plugin that I created. So first we need to focus on, okay, how do we fix when the simulator first runs via the plugin, and then I can reinstall the plugin and launch a simulator through that, because this has to work not just for me, but it has to work for everybody else who has the plugin. So can you please create a detailed plan for fixing this issue, and then for everybody, not just me and who has the plugin? Because see, the problem is Claude, a lot of times Claude will try to fix the issue just for me, when I really want this plugin to be for you guys. I want everybody to be able to download this if they're trying to code an iOS app for using Swift, because obviously if you're using React Native, there's hot reloading and it works differently, but specifically for building and running the app natively with Xcode and using the Xcode simulator the way that it kind of builds and runs with this little stop and play buttons up here in the corner, which if you're an iPhone app developer, you totally know what I'm saying right now. How much does Claude Code cost in general for your use? I haven't really maxed out my subscription. I have not hit the limits, mainly because I'm coding UI stuff. Well, it can be really intensive sometimes. Like if I do a big change, I'll get up to like 80% usage, but I have a max plan and I haven't fully used all of it in the window until they reset it, you know what I mean? Because they're always resetting. And so I resetting the usage. So I'm not even really sure. Like that's why I was saying I kind of wanted there to be like a cheaper API that allowed users to just pay for what they're using. But anyways, I probably will max out my Claude Max plan once I get into the API, coding the API and coding some other stuff. But I'm doing a lot of UI intensive work right now. Your videos are motivating. Thank you so much. My Instagram is the same as this. Did you guys hear that little beep sound? So that was Herder telling me that this prompt right here is this agent right here just finished working. Plan eliminated simulator window. The defect is the only place in the whole plugin that launches the simulator. The fix is to do open-simulator args current device UI. Oh, okay. And let me just ask it one more question before it goes and implements this. Oh, add an upgrade mode for initializing the simulator for people who never run the doctor. Interesting. I just need to ask it this. I have an idea. Okay, so I have an idea, or I have a question too, which is how do I switch exactly which simulator I'm running? Because when I go to devices, I obviously have iPhone Pro Max, I have iPhone 17e, I have a lot of different options I could run on an iPad. So there's so many simulator options. I want to be able to run my app in any one of these simulators via the command prompt when I run my sim, the one that I'm viewing, not the one that agents are viewing. But I'd like the agents to be able to run whatever they want to be able to run on, like if it's an iPad or anything. So this, I'd like this flag to be added into the command prompt where for my plugin to be able to run my simulator and the agents to be able to run their agent simulators on whatever simulator they need or want to view it on. So can you please update the plan with this information? I think the plan you have right now is already really good, so you don't need to change what you're currently thinking about doing. I just want to add this. You can't trust the benchmarks that says Claude is the best model. Well, why? I'm curious. But I feel like right now, from my experience, Fable 5 being I think Opus 5 is Fable 5 essentially, half the price. I think their models are almost very similar. And from my experience, I tested Kimi K3 and stuff like that. I haven't tested Qwen, but I feel like the design implementation of Opus 5 and Claude Code is really well done. Like it's just really good at design choices. So if you're trying to design something visually, I would say Claude is pretty good. But if you're just coding, like you're just messing in actual files and you're just trying to just code something like a backend server or something like that, then I think Claude Code may not be necessary. You could probably use other coding agents, but that's just my opinion right now. I haven't really even messed around that much with like I haven't used that Qwen one at all, because I downloaded a Kimi K3 and it was just it felt like a knockoff of Claude Anthropic's CLI. So I just thought, well, what's the point of that, to use a knockoff version of what I'm using? Plus the output it gave me when I ran a test against it was just worse. Plan B2, stray window fix plus device selection for both sides. Part A, the Stray Simulator without telling it which devices to use. Hold up, guys. This is a what's up, G-Man? This is a big plan that it's trying to implement in my plugin. So I gotta read this. It's an iOS simulator plugin for running the simulator from Claude Code. Biz Max, you like that? Chill Sunday vibes. Consistency is the key. I gotta go get more stuff for salad. but I still have chicken. I still have chicken. Agent Sim, it gains the list. The guard hook must learn about the fleet. This is the load bearing change. One did every allowed decision upstream. Category. Guys, we're on peaceful mode today. We're on peaceful mode. I cleared out my downloads folder. That's how you know you're on peaceful mode. Desktop cleared out. You see what I'm saying? Do you know the vibe? When everything is cleared out and you just have a blank desktop with no files. This is what my computer looks like right now. Do you know this energy? I swear I could die right now with this. I feel so peaceful. Did you ever get that feeling like you're just so at peace in life that you could just die and be happy at the same time? Like this is just so beautiful. Just such a clear mind. It's a weird thought, but it kind of goes through my head sometimes. It's like the peace is so maxed out. You'd also be happy to live. Motionless, weightless. Yeah. Well, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, so let me just get back to reading my update here. So we have simply a new command which lets us change the state of the agent simulator. This is going to be a very useful plugin for anybody who's coding an iPhone app. I will be making it public for anybody who's interested. Say if you'd rather, then went over that. Okay, Agent D takes a device type, not a device name. Safer by construction, but it means an agent can't be pointed at a pre-existing simulator you already made. It always gets its own agent copy. Your D is a one-off, and -P makes it stick. The alternative is -D always persist, which is fewer keystrokes, but it means a one-off. Let me just check. The iPad silently changes your default in what guard protects. Okay, can you please go to step 1 and implement that? And I would like you to, the plan looks good the way it is. I just wanted to, once you're finished implementing this plan, I need you to give me all of the possible commands that are implemented within the plugin so I can visually see the options that I have, /commands, and the flags, -- flags, and everything. What's up, Matias? Welcome back to stream. Sunday stream. Okay, let's go into oops, I was doing a prompt and it has Sunday stream in there and it says Matias's name in there. Did you see that? So I can visually see the options that I have, /commands, /flags. Okay. Let's execute an agent to do that. It's just such a chill day today, guys. Such a chill day today. I have some ideas for my app that I want to implement, like the menu. I want the menu to be let me actually run my app in the simulator right now. Wait, what was it? .run/sh? I think it was / yeah there. Just running the simulator. John, let's go. Every day, every single day. Why? Because I love it. I love vibe coding, and that's pretty much the reason why you see me every day. I've been doing this for 10 years. I just wasn't live streaming while I was coding in the past, and now I'm actually having fun. In the past I was stressed out, so I'm never gonna stop. Literally never gonna stop. Plus AI is the coolest thing ever. coolest thing ever in the world. So, good morning. And for anyone who's going to sleep, I know the time changes are pretty drastic. I remember we were talking about what time it was for everybody, and it was wild. Not vibes. What he's talking about? Chill vibe. That's what it is. It's a chill vibe. So interesting that it decided to I wonder if my run.sh is working properly. What I want to do is I want to implement a new menu system. So basically, I don't like how the menu opens up from the bottom. I want the menu to open up from the side, actually. So that's going to be something I'm going to implement today. Once I figure out this simulator plugin thing that I'm doing. For you, it's 10:23, and you're chilling in bed, like ready for sleep already. 16 p.m. You guys all working on military time? I also did that for a long time. It's 4 p.m. I know 16 p.m. is 4 p.m. Yeah, I just don't like how the menu pulls up from the bottom. I want it to pull in from the side, and then I want it to have these buttons right here be like the actual icons, and then I want them to be like, I think I want them to be like colorful too. It's gonna be cool. And then I have some ideas for new pages and functionality that I want to implement also. But reason why I can't just give it the command like this second, which I want my simulator plugin thing to be working properly, because once I run a sub agent, it's gonna start launching simulators and doing stuff, and the plugin's being updated right now, so it's kind of a crucial factor. In Hawaii is just a morning. Yeah, it's 9:30 here actually. 9:30, so I have meditation music. Chill. Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the Can you explain to me exactly the top plugins that are being used for iOS development, specifically creating and like building and running natively iOS? I just want to see the other plugins out there, because I'm creating this iOS simulator plugin, and I just wanted to make sure that there isn't something already out there that's really useful. So can you give me I just want the top most popular plugins for iOS development, and also specifically for managing simulators. Let's see if there's anything in the marketplace that's already out there. Yo, beach and workout. Yeah, I actually love working out outside. It's the best. It's the best. And it would be sweet to, it would be so sick to like set up, like if I have Starlink, that little Wi-Fi thing. So if I take my Starlink and I bring it to the beach, I could live stream from the beach. Only thing is though, it could be windy sometimes, like really windy. So I think I would need to have like a tent that has like one wall, so it could block. I could like put it whichever way the wind's blowing. I could block it and then like have, and then I could have the beach behind me. I would have to go set it up though, so like I'd probably have to wake up early in the morning, and then I would have to, it might take me like an hour to set it up. It would be really sick though to do like a stream just like out in nature. I could go in the jungle. Imagine I went to a waterfall. If I like hiked to a waterfall, and then it would be so hard though, because I'd have to bring all my computer stuff. I'd have to bring a lot of stuff. Camping one. I think it would be cool at the beach because people would probably come up to me and be like, "What are you doing?" And I'll just be like, "I'm vibe coding." What if I had speakers too? Like if I had my music, speakers, other people could hear the music. That would be sweet. It would be like vibe code with me in real life. Dude. Geek at the beach. Let's go. Let's go. It's gonna be sick. Party, vibe code party. All the people who So Claude just researched all the plugins that people use. Yeah, I'll go swim today for sure. First party built into Claude Code. iOS simulator pane. MCP servers. I already have all those, and I was still running into the same issue though. Ranked by actual popularity. The category king, MCP server, plus CLI project, discover build simulator, install relaunch, automate agent, century backed, brew npm. Okay, let's check that out. Cross platform, iOS plus Android sim, real time device. Oh, okay. Facebook. Okay, these ones don't seem as it seems like mainly this one and this one are the ones that are the most used, so let's check these out. Xcode build MPC, a server that provides a tool for agent to use when working on iOS and Mac projects. I don't know. I don't think it's doing what I wanted to do though. It's just doing basic stuff. Server for mobile automation and scraping simulators, but this is also for Android apps. Interesting. Whoa. Can this run in the terminal window? Mobile next, the future of mobile development. Billy, you need to enjoy the weather out there. Guys, don't worry. Yesterday I was literally at the beach, and I was, where did my sound go? Replay this. Yesterday I was at the beach, and, there was a DJ, and it was pretty fun. So also, the other thing about the sun, I mean, now I could go out because it's only 9:30, but once it gets to about 11, from 11 to about 3-ish, I would say 11 to 2, something like that. The sun gets too hot and I get sunburnt really fast. So in between that time of day, I can't actually even go outside really for that long. So, but yeah, I already had like a good night last night at the beach. But it's funny because oftentimes I think I get the comment of like, dude, you're vibe coding. Why don't you go outside? But I do go. The benefit is I get to go outside, and I get to vibe code, and I don't have to choose between one or the other. I get to do both, and that's the beauty of life. You can do whatever you want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? I could go outside and surf, come back, vibe code, do all of it, do everything. The one you already have installed. I have this installed right now. The closest thing to a real simulator plugin. Yeah, see, these ones aren't really what I'm looking for. This first one may be similar management. Install, launch, UI, automation, cemetery. This one is the most similar to what I'm coding. I just don't know exactly how his works. So I had to read like autonomous development. AI agents independently build projects, fix complicated errors. I wish it was more information. See it in action. Yeah, let me see this. We don't need the audio of that video though. Billy, do you believe in God? Okay, let me answer this question. I want to answer this question that G-Man just asked me. Look outside. That's my answer. That's just my answer to that question. I'm a very simple person. I think less is more, guys. I think in a world where we get confused inside of our minds, and sometimes going back to the simplicity of life is the answer. The simplicity of life. I'm trying to see what this guy's Xcode MCP. Add a dark mode toggle on the settings screen to override the system settings. Test that it works, and also test that you can. Okay, and then he has his simulator window open. This is an interesting plugin. Might have to try that one. What about subagents though? Let me ask Claude if it can look up this website and see if he can find some information about it. Or let me actually just give Claude this. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Give it the actual GitHub repository, and I'm gonna say this. Can you go into this GitHub repository? Look at all the files. There's so many files in here. I want you to uncover how it handles subagents, specifically my workflow, because do you know how I have any project that has a Git repository, a working tree gets created, and then a subagent starts working on the update, and I'm just curious, if I were to install this plugin, Xcode build MCP, would it work well with this workflow? Because the main thing I'm not wanting to happen is have 3 subagents running and they're all popping open simulators, bringing them to the front of my screen. That's like my main reason for creating my own plugin. So I just want to verify, based on this code that is in this Xcode build MCP GitHub repository, will that work well with my use case? And would it render the current plugin that I'm creating useless? Or no? Is my current plugin that I'm creating right now, which is the Xcode, it's the iOS simulator plugin that I created locally, would that be rendered useless if I install this or no? Let's see what he says about it. And meanwhile, the plugin just finished updating, so let's see this, because this is an important prompt. Whoa, why is it coming back like that? I wanna read it. Copy. Why is it printing like this? Looks almost like how's it going, Shadow? Welcome to the stream. I need to figure out why this is getting straight into HTML, because it's not actually. But maybe it's because of this. Let me ask Claude something in the CLI text. Can you please look at the... Wait, I have to save it. Because if I save this to the database, save this to CLI text. If you please look at the latest entry into the database, you'll see a text that's getting seen as HTML, as HTML block, but the entire text is not HTML. So can you please uncover why that's happening with this certain pasted text? I see that there's a lot of blocks of markdown that's being implemented in there. So maybe it has to do something with this. The title of it's called Plan Implemented Across, and that's the first couple of words of the latest entry in the label. Can you please explain to me what's going on, and if it needs to be fixed, or if it doesn't need to be fixed? Give me a plan for that. So these are all the slash commands that I could run in the plugin that I created, the simulator plugin. And this is about to tell me if my plugin is rendered useless if I installed this Xcode build MCP plugin that someone else created. Clone it and read relative class. Short answer: it won't do what you need out of the box. It will pop up simulators in front of every... Okay, so it doesn't actually do what I want out of the box. Interesting. Has zero awareness of working trees. Verdict: no, it does not render your plugin useless. Okay, so what I'm building is still useful, even though this guy made something else. So I'm just gonna keep working on my plugin then, and updating what I want to do, because these other plugins are just not gonna be custom for what I'm doing. My workflow is this local library is a library of... This is a localhost little site that I created for reading Claude code responses. A lot of people have been interested in it, so I'm probably gonna make it available like online somewhere, or just open source it on GitHub or something. That gets you closest. Okay, now I want to implement this, my plugin. Wait a second. plan implemented across 17 files. What was verified? What was not verified? I want this site to be updated so I can read this better. It's still working on it though. Still working on it. Okay, so let me see. I want to reinstall the plugin. I think I have to reinstall it. This is for device lifecycle, the agents. I need all this information better formatted. Can you give me all this information that you just replied to me with? I just want it to be oh wait, where is that? Oh, here it is. Can you give me all this information, same exact information, but just better formatted? For some reason my interpreter is interpreting this as HTML. What's happening is it's a markdown document, cause one angle bracket placeholder countdown as HTML. Yes, please implement this. Your question is, how do you get paid for a mobile app? Well, there's only pretty much two main ways, which is either do ads, or, which I'm not gonna do, or you have to charge for something. But I'm gonna offer a free model for a lot of stuff. I'm gonna do like a freemium thing. I think that's what most people do, is like a free version and then different tiers for like upgraded stuff. Comment the database. But I think you see a lot of like, you know what I mean? A lot of mobile games do the ad thing, but I think it's kind of annoying. I want my app to be super professional, so commit the database first. Yeah, sure. There's a million and one ways to make software that someone who values and will pay for. My previous software was a B2B tool that was the one I coded by hand, and it was actually free for the person who was using it, but the businesses paid for it. So it was an interesting it was an interesting thing. Yeah, that's right, Classy. That's right, Classy. All the money goes to vibe coding. What's up, Omar? Welcome back to the stream. I love the emotes you got going on. I hope you guys are having a peaceful Sunday today. You know, I feel like Sundays are for having a chill day. Chill day. Did this give me information back? Oh, that's right. I was trying to just see what was going on with this file. Two things I did. Oh, okay. Let me ask it a question. I think it was this one. Yeah. Okay, so I just want, based on everything you just implemented for the plugin, simulator plugin, do I need to uninstall it and reinstall it and rerun Claude? Just wondering if you give me the prompts. I do have chicken, and I do want to put it in the oven. I love the little beeping sound. That's very nice. That's very nice. Notifies me when one of the agents is done working. Here's the exact reason why I need to update the plugin. Okay. What's up, Luca? Love the stream. Could you summarize what you're building in a moment? At the moment? I'm building a tool for understanding life in a very, very deep way. Not by thinking, but by becoming more aware. If you want more details, you could read the "What are you building" Medium post that Classy just put into the chat. Think it's too loud? What's up, Sam? Done with verified against your real database. Verification on main against actual data. Oh, it's working. Let's go. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know what I just did, is this file was getting read as a markdown file for some reason in my localhost thing that reads Claude commands, and I was just trying to output my / commands for my new plugin that I'm creating for a simulator tool that's going to help me code my app. And I have all of these commands like start the simulator for the agents, or I could like stop all the simulators as I'm coding my app. And these are just all the flags. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this to I want to move this to a different section, but now, oh, how do I move this to a different section easily? I think I have to update my little vibecode thing here. I think I'm gonna update something after I do this plugin. Okay, it was kind of hard to drag that to a new section, so let me just do this real quick. If I start dragging one of my items from the paste history from a section, and I'm trying to move it to another section, right when I start dragging it, I want all the sections to be minimized so I can easily pick a new section. And then when I let go, it can go back to whichever sections were opened or closed at the time of grabbing the item. Actually, I take that back. Whatever section I drag the item into, I want that section to be opened and the other sections to be closed after I drop the paste history item into a new section. There we go. That's gonna work much better. What's up, Sam? Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. Okay, so are these my commands I need to update my plugin with? Can you just give me the commands I need to run to make sure I have everything up and running to the latest versions of things? Because I know that my run or stop scripts or whatever might not be updated to everything. So do I need to run siminit upgrade, or I need you to just give me the simple step-by-step execute this to get everything up and running like as if it was installed fresh as a new plugin. I want everything to be installed as if it wasn't installed previously for this specific iOS plugin. If you start a drag, everything collapses, but then abandon it, press escape or drop on Okay, simple answer. Simple answer, simple question, simple answer. If you drag an item and drop it back into the section it already lives in, what should happen? Dude, I love Herder. I literally love Herder so much. All 5 scripts are byte identical to v1 types, 0 local customization, and Git is clean, so you don't need to upgrade at all actually deleting. So step 1, wipe the old system, run these yourself. This is just removing the files from the previous install basically. But I will do it because let's just open up this and run it here. Exit, and then let's just run this. Remove those files. That clears the generated scripts. Okay. Yeah, I want to delete this too. Wait a second. Is that actually open? Oh yeah, it is open. Uninstall. So I want to uninstall my plugin that I have, which is this one. And then exit out for now. Whoops, daisies. Restart Claude. Well, I wanna reinstall it though. I think what's the command again? It's plugin add marketplace add, and then I just drop in the path. The iOS agent simulator. That's not the command, I don't think. One second. Go into my, oh, can you give me the actual, it says marketplace file not found. Can you give me the actual command? I'm trying to add the plugin, the iOS agent simulator plugin. I know it's like plugin marketplace add or something like that. So if I drag a item into a new section, no, it's not working. Interesting. When I start dragging an item in a list, all the sections should get collapsed to the smallest size. I noticed that didn't happen. What up, James? I heard the Mac Minis are all sold out. Cause I went up to the Apple store the other day. I'm talking to you, peep. Okay, so I got let's see. Where was the agent that was telling me what to run for the plugin thing? Oh, here it is. It's install agent. For reference, if you ever do need to re-add the marketplace, do marketplace add plugins. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. So, whoa, why is that not clearing? Okay, so plugins. I should have my plugin installed now. iOS Agent Simulator enabled. And I probably should X out of Claude and rerun it. And then I should be able to run all of these commands here. So let me change this name of this to iOS plugin iOS agent plugin commands. So that way I have access to all the commands, every command flag option for my plugin. So I should be able to run start sim, but I think before I run start sim, I have to do this, which generates 5 scripts in the repo, merge newer templates into existing scripts. So I have to do this. This basically initializes the scripts. So inside of my Xcode project, let's go inside my Xcode project, which is here. So you see I have no scripts, like right here, no scripts to run the simulator. So then when I go into here and I run simulator initialize, it's going to create these simulator scripts for running and stopping and agents and sub-agents to run the simulator to check, you know, if the app is working properly. Like and if this page is working properly or that page is whatever, you know, the agents are always trying to do stuff like that. Like for instance, right now Claude is opening a Chrome browser tab, which is this one, and it has a little mouse right here, and it's trying to verify that its changes are working properly, and that's this sub agent right here. This sub agent is actually doing that. And so what I'm creating is a plugin that can be installed into Claude Code that allows the sub agents to run simulators more effectively, because the way that they were running them before was the simulators just popped up and they were popping up out of nowhere and closing out of nowhere, and the simulators were really annoying because I was just like doing something maybe over here on a website, and then I just get a random simulator just popping up and closing. So I had to create my own custom plugin to start getting that into in a more controlled manner. So now the sub agents only open up simulators in the background, but they also can do like more fancier things. Like they can record the screen. I updated a FFmpeg feature where they can record the screen and see things that are happening, much like this does. And then obviously just a way to open the simulator for yourself and close the simulator for yourself inside of the window. And then the sub agents that are working, they don't interfere with the simulator that you're currently working on. And so I can view the app I'm working on, and I can like, oh, I need to change this button and blah 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 blah, and then have a sub agent start working on it. And then when it needs to look at the simulator, it doesn't mess with my simulator that I'm looking at, because before it just started running and creating like multiple apps in here and stuff that was really annoying. So this is a really useful plugin, guys, that I'm creating actually. So you see there's a your simulator, and then there's an agent simulator, and you can see right here. But so now here's what it creates. So it creates a run.sh, a stop.sh, setup sims, sim agents, in like this window. This is like a window sim, so it can see what basically scripts created, all 5. Okay, so this is just giving me some information of what's happening. Okay, so now if I want to, I can come right in here and I can just do /run.sh, which will, like, for instance, if I close out of this simulator, it'll build and run the app. This will build and run the app for me, but the command in the actual Claude code, like for instance, if I run this start sim right here, if I run that, it does the exact same thing as this. Claude will execute this for you with this / command, but since I'm the one coding this, you don't actually have to tell Claude to run this for you if you don't want to. You could just run it yourself, and then it will run your app inside of the simulator, and it's super cool. So let me do it again so you can see. It'll launch the app for me, see? And so I've been working on this plugin for coding for managing iOS simulators for a couple days, and then I I saved all the prompts, so here's all the prompts here's all the things you can do in the flags you can do. Start sim, run.sh, start sim/agent, runs the agent simulator, so I kind of want to see this. I kind of want to see it working without me running it, because really this should run, Claude should run this automatically when a working tree is open on my system. So let me just verify that's actually the case. Claude, can you verify that when my working tree, because I have a working tree subagent plugin, and I just want to verify that it's using the most updated information from the iOS agent simulator plugin that I have, because there's a bunch of new commands in there for starting up the agent simulators and for stopping them and everything. So I just wanted to be using all the correct commands, and I want the Claude MD to have all the correct information specifically for that iOS for the worktree subagents. I want the worktree subagents to work seamlessly with the iOS agent simulator plugin. These are my two plugins right here. Can you give me a detailed plan if they are not working seamlessly together, and then explain how you could go and implement them to be seamlessly working together in a plan? Okay, so this window has been updated apparently. So now if I drag, no, still not working. Why is that not working? Because every time what it does, drag start collapses every section including CLI text. Drop the section. It's not letting me drag at all. No. Actually. Interesting. There is an error happening. It's not actually letting me drag at all. The any item in the list of paste history. Does it say that there's an error? Honestly, I started a business, and I'm a software engineer, so I started a software business. I'm on day 394 of vibe coding. I'm just reading your comment. Every day some work started to pay off slowly, and then you started to burn out. I would highly recommend reading what am I building. I don't know how to read your name. 3016. If you type !build in the chat, it has a story of what I'm building. Oh, is it because of this? Wait, why? Wait, what? What were you talking about? M1 chips? Sorry, I missed your guys' comment. Brian, this is called Herder, and I'm running it inside of Ghosty. I read your story about the creation of Lonnie Day, and it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate for you taking the time to read that, as I did spend like 10 hours writing that to get some of my backstory and the reason behind what I'm building. For anyone who doesn't know, it's taken me my whole life to understand the importance and the meaning behind what I'm creating, and I love vibe coding, and so I'm super in alignment with my passion, my life, and my day is going really great, Matthias. Very relaxing Sunday, and just having a great day today. So I hope you guys are having a great day as well. And I want to implement this. Claude's just open up a bunch of windows here. How should the simulator rules get delivered given the Claude plugin is never loaded? Oh. Look at how many windows Claude is opening. I'm not sure which one is currently being used right now, but I'm pretty sure it's the second one. Calling Claude in Chrome. Okay, this is finished. And I can read it now. Locked in. Here's the concrete implementation. So what I'm trying to do with this, what this agent is trying to do is to make sure that both of my plugins, which are right here, iOS Agent Simulator and the Worktree subagent, are seamlessly working together. So I'm just reading it real quick. Yes, please go ahead and implement this. Yeah, this is gonna be a good app. And so Sam, I don't know if you've seen the app, but it's really cool. Like, this is a interactive thing I made, which this is just a visual interactivity that goes into the synapses of the mind and tries to uncover if the mind is acting from fear or love. It shows like a visual representation of like the synapses of the mind, origin of an action. Let's get to the origin of an action, and let's try to figure out why we do what we do. And this app is to bring a visual representation of the bring awareness to the reason behind an action. So it's super useful, and I have the whole feelings wheel happening right here inside of the app. So if you read the Medium post, you fully understand why this is important. What's up, Zulu? Back at it again. Today's a peaceful Sunday. So we're chilling, we're vibe coding with a chill vibe today. Some meditation music in the background. And Claude's got my Chrome browser open right now. Trying to hack it. Opening things on ports that I don't even realize it's doing. I saw this funny thing earlier today. The Claude watching me code after I hit my daily usage limits, and it's a monkey trying to hammer in a nail and saw and stuff. I was just cracking up like before I got on stream, and it's a good one. That's a good one. I really am just having a peaceful day though. Straight up, like, spent the afternoon yesterday just organizing my files because it was getting kind of crazy. So it just feels serene. Feels God, feels good. I need to go get some water at the store. I have some in my car. I ran out of my waters. So the plugin is almost finished. Updating the version of a working tree subagent, routes every code in a Git repo through a work tree, and merges it back to the originating branch. I just have a quick question. The actual I have two of my GitHub repos are on a main branch, and then I also have the master branch on the other Git repos, and I don't know why I have main and master. Feels like it's contradicting. So I just wanted to know, what is the default main/master branch that Git uses? Do they use, do they use master, not main? Just wondering if that's correct. Git is a master branch, right? On Git, is the main branch called master, or is it called main? Short answer is both, depending on where your repository was created. Main will see. Interesting. What do you guys use? If you're a developer and you know how to use Git, what do you guys use? Your instinct is right with Wrinkle. Git itself defaults to master if you run git init on your machine. GitHub defaults to main since October 2020. Any repo created on GitHub defaults to main. That's kind of weird. Why not just have all of it be the same? I think main is what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing main all the time. They literally thought master was offensive. Wait, is that why? Why did Git change? Why did GitHub change the master to main in GitHub? Was there a reason behind that? Let's see what Google says about it. Inclusive terminology. Cultural sensitivity and inclusion. The change was part of a tech-wide initiative during global... What? What? That's crazy. This is just software. Dude. That's crazy. Okay, so apparently this thing I've been trying to work on is fixed, but it's still not fixed. What the heck? Maybe because when I start dragging something, it has to be able to move. Ooh, I X'd that out. Probably shouldn't X that out. Should give me a warning if I'm Xing things out, to be honest. Can you give me a warning when I X things out? Okay, this is the one that's actually the important one. All 5 steps are done Sim Doctor comes back clean. What changes the app repo? 2 commits on the main. Two-step line confirmed. Two things to know: the hooks aren't live in this session. Plugins are registered at session start. So injection. Can you please quickly just give me the command for wait a second. Okay, since both of the plugins were updated and changed to new version, I want to reinstall both of them, and I want it to be from scratch, like if it was installed from the marketplace on a new machine. So can you just give me step-by-step commands? I need all of the commands to run. Make sure to include the plugin install commands. Last time it forgot to give me that command for some reason. What's up? Edited by Astro exclamation point build will actually answer that question for you. I spent a long time writing that to answer that question. They literally their own master was offensive. Thank you so much, Steph. I appreciate that. You know what, Steph? I am going to give you moderator. There you go. Hey Billy, you woke up feeling sick. Really enjoyed spending my time watching your content. If you don't mind, could you please say get well soon? Yeah. I actually appreciate you hanging on the stream. Always make sure to just chat if you ever have something to add. I appreciate you hanging out. It's interesting because it's like I don't know if you guys haven't said anything in chat. Like, dude, I'm here to chat. I'm here to code with you guys. So I'm always interested in what you're building, what you're working on. So if you're creating something, I'd love to hear it. I have a Discord to share what you're working on. Also, I love talking about life. I love talking about so I don't know if you have any questions about life in general. I love understanding my mind and to create a beautiful life that's I live in peace. I know a lot of times I struggled in my life with just being super disciplined and focused and driven, and working with like, I don't know, like a desire for something, and it just super sidetracked me from my just natural, like, kid-like energy that was just interested in life. So, have I ever been a pipeline? Yeah, I go down there sometimes. I have some videos on my Instagram, me skateboarding over there. You quit your SaaS job 3 weeks ago, been building for over a year. Oh, whoa, so you're saying, wait, James, you're saying you've been building this app for over a year, and just recently you were able to quit your job because of the project you've been working on? That's pretty cool. Is that true? Did I get that right? Uninstall both plugins. Wow, that's, dude, congratulations, James, dude. That's actually a really good accomplishment. Drink coffee, let God do the work. You did that for 5 years and then jumped all in. So what's your, I mean, I don't know. You don't have to share your project if you don't want to, but I'm curious if you want to give like a short description or something of what you are making or what you made already. Step 1, uninstall. Okay, so let me just uninstall this stuff. Wait a second. I think I just run this over here. The Steph, the paste history is I vibe coded this. I vibe coded this site right here, and if you want me to, I can make this public. I'm gonna put this on a website. What do you think we should call this? Like Claude CLI text or something? Command line text, because that's what I've been calling it, is a CLI text. If you make it public, it would be very nice. Claude texter. Yeah, something like that. Claude reader. It could be Claude reader. Claude reader, CLI reader, maybe CLI reader. Because I don't think I can use Claude. It's I think it will be called CLI reader. I like that. What's the best most popular website for buying domains nowadays? Still GoDaddy? CLI reader. Why do you want to do Namecheap? Where did my information go that was about... Where did my information go that was about installing these plugins? Remove it from the marketplace? Why did I remove it from the marketplace? Wipe the residual state. Is it possible to run all these at the same time right now? Verify your actual clean. Re-add to the marketplace. Install both of them as user scope. I'm installing my plugins from scratch. Now I'm just gonna delete these so we can regenerate them with the initializer. Okay. Let me save this. Okay, I'm initializing the simulator. So, what's up, Richard? Welcome back to the stream. You're playing retrowave now, because I'm doing a peaceful Sunday. So you're like still going hardcore with that. What's up, Chris? Okay, so let's see here. I have my plugins my plugins are installed. My plugins are enabled. They should be working. So I have the iOS Agent Simulator plugin version 1.2. I have the Working Tree Subagent that works well with this other plugin, which is version 1.1, both of them enabled. So what Claude just did here is it installed these build and run simulator things, which let me run the simulator from the command prompt. So let me just go in here and let me just come in here and I can run it. Well, I kind of want to use my prompts that I have for the tool. So like, okay, so let's go into the actual commands. Let me do this. This is fresh install plugin. Okay, so that's a fresh install plugin. And then this over here is the start sim, so I can run start simulator and it will launch my simulator. So let's do that. Let's quit out of the simulator right now. So no simulator is open. I just have Xcode, my project. Let's reload skills just because it said to do that. And let me just do it. Start sim. And that's the command, that's the plugin command that I added into Claude Code. It has no flags, so you could add flags like to the start sim, which lets you list the devices you can choose from. You can pick a device you want. You can persist it to the default. -P-D persist it as the default. Clean before building. -C quit help. Okay, so simulator built and succeeded, so it's running. But now I just want to show you that you can run it from, I can run it from here too. So if I just run, wait, let me just type it in. If I run this script, it'll build and run the simulator straight from command line. So I don't actually have to give the prompt to Claude because it uses tokens. So that'll just run the app in the simulator without having to use tokens, because this slash start sim will use tokens. So that's why that's important. And then the other thing that is useful with this plugin that I created is I can run, it works well with my subagents. So now when I use my subagent skill, which what my subagent skill does, or it's not a skill, it's actually a plugin. So let me just verify that it's enabled right now, installed. And so it is this one. It's my working tree subagent. Routes every, here's what it does. It routes every code change in Git repo through a working tree via a subagent, and then merges it back into the originating branch and removes the working tree. So it just basically allows for that, it allows for me to run multiple subagents updating code at the same time so that they don't conflict with each other. And then the iOS simulator plugin, iOS agent simulator I called it, which gives working tree subagents their own headless iOS simulator permanently separate from the one you are using, enforces that no simulator is ever brought to the foreground, that the device never shuts down, and that the separately installed iOS simulator skill scripts are always pins to the agent device instead of the ambiguous boot. That's just me trying to not run into other iOS simulator plugins, because there's another simulator plugin that I have, but it was created by somebody else. So let me go into here. So let me show you guys the other simulator skill I have, which is made by Connor, this guy, and he created a simulator plugin that has scripts that for iOS testing and building automation, provide systematic UI navigation, built-in automation, and his plugin is different than mine, so it doesn't function the same. So you're gonna want his plugin as well. I just didn't want to recreate what he made because there's no point unless he starts updating it to conflict with mine, but it doesn't currently conflict with mine. I'm coding an app for the iPhones using the command line, so I needed these skills because when I want to make a change in here, like the change that I want to make right now is I don't want this to be pulling up from the bottom. I want this to be pulling up from the side, from the left, the menu, and then I want it to be like full screen. So I could give it that change right now, actually. Let's give it that change right now. I want to clear all my windows because I'm done with the plugin. This is all plugin stuff, so let me just clear everything. Clear my mind, clear my brain. Clear everything. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? Stop doing that. I don't want this to be, I don't like when there's actually an agent right there, because I like typing in, just checking all my windows. And then this is running a Vite server over here, so I'm gonna keep that running. And this is just my app design, test my app design. And then I was creating this the other day, which I don't need this right now. Oh no, actually I do need that. I'm gonna leave that for there for now. And this is unnecessary. This is unnecessary, so I'm gonna close this. Okay. Okay, there we go, guys. So now I have my app and I have the menu which I want to update. Everything is super I feel super organized right now. And I just want to say something. Don't underestimate having an empty download folder. The amount of mental clarity that brings into my life is underestimated. Do you know what I'm saying? Because guys, look at this. This is what it feels like when you have an empty downloads folder. Okay, so you feel that energy, and look at my herder tabs, just all clean. Only the things that are being used. My localhost. It's just super clean, and I don't even want that to say clear. That's how perfectionist I'm gonna be right now. I don't even want it to say clear. I want it to just be clear. You see what I mean? Okay, so here we go. Yeah, and like look at my I'll take it to the next level. This clarity of mind thing. Okay, so now we're gonna open the app and give it the first prompt and use the subagents. I want to use the subagents to do something now. Okay. This menu needs to go to the left, because why would you click a button in the top left of the screen that opens a menu at the bottom? Does that make any sense to you at all? No, it doesn't. Okay, so Claude, here's the thing. There's a menu button in the top left on the main homepage of the app. It opens up the menu from the bottom, scrolls up. It's a nice animation. I actually like the animation. But I want that to be coming over from the left to the right. And I want there to be a menu button. I want it to show up also like full screen, not how it's showing up half screen right now. And later, I'm going to give you more details of how I want this page to be changed. But I need that implemented right now. Thank you. Hey guys, make sure to say thank you to Claude, because it's doing a lot of work for you. It's doing a lot of work for you. What's up, Zulu? So this is a simple UI change that Claude should be able to get seamlessly. Hamburger menu. Don't underestimate simplicity, clarity of mind, being at peace, and doing what you enjoy doing. Okay, so I do want to, as this is coding this, I do want to get a quick ab workout in, because I was doing abs. Today's Sunday, so I usually don't work out on Sunday, but I want to do just a quick little workout. So we might as well just do it in peace. Let's see if we can do a peaceful workout. Okay. Oh, it's actually harder than I thought it was gonna be. The legs. Look how beautiful it is outside. The sky is so blue. The ocean. Check it out, guys. Cause check it out. The agent simulator literally gets labeled agent at the top with my plugin. Super cool. And then the window that I'm running just gets labeled whichever one it is. Thank you so much. Look at Claude Code manipulating my screen. So I want this to be hidden. Hide. It's still coding. What part of California? What part of California are you living? I was living in Venice Beach for a while. Los Angeles. That was a long time ago, though. Long time ago. So you see my see how it creates a subagent right here? I have a subagent that gets created in any Git repository. Ventura County from Utah. Oh, I like Utah too. I go skiing Park City. I like going skiing Park City. Ventura County. That's close to Ojai. Is a Git repository necessary? It depends if you're trying to code something. Not necessary if you're not coding. You it's the real Mo. Do you snowboard or ski or anything? Would you go to Park City or I went to Deer Valley a lot too, actually. Rad Wolf Alt, yo, what's up? So apparently this is getting coded into the app right now. The old menu looks like this. The new menu the agent is working on. I don't want to mess with the agent simulator because it's kind of doing things on its own, if you know what I'm saying. Because it clicks its own buttons and messes with things on its own. You only snowboarded a few times? I just love having clear windows. Oh yeah, that's right. We were working on getting a domain for this. CLI text. What do you got? I think CLI paste is better. I think CLI's paste is better than CLI text for this window. Don't use GoDaddy. Why does everybody say that? What are you using? They add so many unnecessary upcharges. So for anyone that doesn't know, this window here that I'm calling it CLI text currently, but maybe it's better to be called CLI paste because it's like the paste history. You like pork bun? Namecheap has a bunch of extensions. It's more expensive. $10. What is that? Pork bun. I also did this. I've used these people before. I like theirs because it's I like their site. It's super clean, but it's expensive because you have to buy a minimum of 2 years for that. So far, GoDaddy's the cheapest. Let's try this one. I like using like Cloudflare / AWS / places that actually have useful things. Like if I'm gonna use AWS, can you buy domains on AWS? I never actually did. But I use AWS for a lot of stuff. Can I buy a domain on AWS or no? Yes, you can. I might just do that. Can I buy a domain on Vercel? You can buy a domain at Vercel. I just gotta buy a domain here. Vercel is where I host simple projects, personally. Except I haven't hosted anything that cost me anything. What's Vercel's pricing? Do they have a free tier? Because I'm currently hosting something and it's free. Is it free forever or is it free for a limited time? What's their different tiers and how does it work? It didn't actually get the prompt correctly, so I gotta re-engineer it. What's the pricing for Vercel? I just don't want to look at their actual website right now because I'm logged in and I don't want to log in. You don't like Vercel? I only used it for simple GitHub hosting. I haven't done anything complex on it, really. Their website looks super clean looking though. Hobby, personal projects, strictly non-commercial, bandwidth 100 gigabytes a month. Builds 100 builds. Serverless. The project pauses if the limits are reached. So the bandwidth is 100 gigabits a month. What does it mean by 100 builds a minute though? Pro 1 terabyte a month. It's only for like really simple things, I feel like. I don't think I would actually put a main project. I don't think I'd put any of my main projects on here. I would just do it for something simple like this. Like this little site that basically I would just put that on there. Like whatever. I feel like that's what I use Vercel for. It's like whatever. Put it up on there. Cause it connects to the GitHub repo and then it can just run a local host. I don't even think I'm gonna put my credit card into Vercel. Just let it freeze if it doesn't. Wait, let me check to see if I actually put my information in there. My credit card information in there. Account settings. Billing information. No, I don't even have any credit card in here. And it's like look at no credit card. And I'm currently hosting a site on there. At because the first thing I ever vibe coded was on stream was this site, algorithm.stream. This is being hosted on Vercel, and I didn't even put my credit card in there. And people have gone in here and downloaded this, and so I might just put this site on there too. I think it's just good for simple whatever projects. Build Ocean is dope too. Per Qwen, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Okay guys, so the subagent is done working. What the subagent was doing as I was messing around with all that other stuff, changed the menu. So it's interesting that this is open. I wonder if I should minimize it or something. I don't know. Let's build and run my thing in the Xcode simulator. I want to update the login screen, the launch screen. My self-paid for it just hosted silly little projects for Vims. You got 2,000 people per day, so it's charging you a lot. Oh, okay. Okay, so this menu works way better. Except maybe, do I want the actual, I want the hamburger menu to stay right here in the same spot. I don't like how it's coming over here to the right side. But I potentially, what hand do you hold your phone in when you're holding your phone? Do you hold your phone in your right hand or your left hand? How do I do a poll in the chat? Guys, start a poll. Ask a question. Left or right? Right hand, right hand, right hand. Left or right? I don't know. A lot of people are saying right. We got one left. Which hand do you hold? Or, you know, there's probably actually a study that does this online. I was about to just do a poll, but I think actually if I just go, there's a research that says this. Can you pull up the research about that talks about what hand do most people hold their phone in? Right hand or left hand? Most people use their right hand to hold and interact with their phones, but the exact breakdown changes significantly based on whether they are touching the screen or holding the phone. 67% hold their phone in the right hand and 33% hold their phone in the left hand. The reason why I'm wondering is because to figure out where the more important buttons should go is the right side or the left side. The magic number. $67. Most people are right-handed. Okay, so Toby's left-handed. That's cool. I like being different. Being different is dope. Alright, so I do want this menu to... I'm not sure what's more important, the menu system, probably the menu system, or the friends list, because the two main things is going to be the friends list and the menu system, because inside of the menu system is going to be all the pages that I'm going to add, and then inside, and then these are to get started to record what you're doing. Then this is the date. I want this to be, I'm going to update this in the future because I want it to just pull down as a full editable date picker. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let me go. I want the menu button to stick in the same position. So when the window pulls up, it should be on the left side, and the home menu should be when people are adding menu items to iOS apps. I'm just wondering, based on the UI designs of most apps, Where do they put the menu? They're like the most important button, the top left or the top right? Why the top right beats the top left? Okay, so basically, because Apple and like all these big companies, they do so much work to determine where to put buttons on screens for most maximum efficiency for people. And so whatever you put here is actually a higher priority than here, technically. So how high is your friends in your priorities? I'm just kidding. That was funny. That was funny. Everyone making these flow tend to be at the bottom right. Yeah, sometimes they be that at the bottom too. Sorry, I'm just messing around, guys. I actually am having just a chill day today, and I'm just hanging out. But I want to do obviously I'm doing a little bit of. I have a whole idea. Like this whole menu needs to get added. Like I'm gonna have a whole list of different pages here. Probably like I don't know how many it's going to be, but I'm going to have a list of different pages that are going to be doing different things. Like this right here is way too big. That can't be that big. And I'm about to give it a whole bunch of prompts and everything. Probably like tomorrow I'm going to start doing all this because I want to take it easy today. I might just take a break, honestly, and give myself some time to just hang out, go to the beach, and do some stuff off of the screen, if you know what I'm saying. So I might go now, guys, actually, and just cut it short. I have a lot of work to do in the app, and tomorrow is Monday, and I'm gonna get a full day in. Obviously, every day I show up and I stream every single day, no breaks. So today I'm just gonna cut it a little shorter than normal.